Now, who better to talk about scams and how to be aware of them than North Carolina's top cop, State Attorney General Jeff Jackson. So thank you for being with us. Hey, I hear that you got the text about the fake toll.
That's how you know they're getting everybody. When they try to scam the Attorney General for North Carolina, they are casting this net as broad as they can. And they're catching a lot of people, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think when people get this, they think to themselves, oh my gosh, I'm worried about it. I don't know if it's real or if it's fake. And so how can they tell if it's real or if it's fake?
First of all, very simple rule. QuickPass or any of these tolling companies, they're never going to request payment via text, ever. And if you think it might be fake, check out our website. We're always updating folks about the latest scams.
Okay, so this is the beware of late toll-free scams, right? You don't want us to click on anything, that kind of stuff. You want us to delete the robo-text. A lot of times people get mad, right, that they get these things and they want to do something about it. So what should they do about these text scams?
There are two things that you can do that are really helpful. One, make the report to our office. It lets us know when there's an uptick in these scams, which lets us then do things on the enforcement side. We try to go upstream in a number of different ways, including shutting down the websites that the text messages link to as fast as possible. But the other thing that you could do, tell your friends and family that if they haven't gotten one of these texts yet, they're going to. Arm them in advance with good information.
Okay, and I believe that your agency also, you put out a thing about what a real text looks like and what a fake text looks like. So let's put that up so folks can see that. And I think that, you know, when we get a text that tells us that we're late for a bill, we start thinking to ourselves, oh no, I'm in trouble. But we're really not thinking about who's trying to make us feel that way.
The more this scam has gone on, the more sophisticated it's become. So now, as your viewers can see, they're doing a pretty decent job of making their fake texts look like real text. It's gotten so sophisticated. I've spoken to state legislators who have fallen for it and paid the fee. I've spoken to attorneys who have fallen for it. And what they do is they take the small amount of money you give them, say it's $6, but what they really want is your credit card number. So then they gamble with it. If you fall for this, you're probably going to find out when you get a call from your credit card company telling you, hey, did you just start gambling thousands of dollars through some internet gambling website?
All right. And I like what you said, that if they're willing to target you, the North Carolina Attorney General, then everybody is on.
That's absolutely right. And if you haven't gotten one of these text messages yet, you probably will. They're targeting any state that has toll roads in order to make people think that maybe they missed one. Started with just Illinois, New Jersey, and New York. They made so much money off of this scam that they broadened it to any state with any toll roads, which includes ours.
Okay. Just recently, you launched an initiative called Safe to Rebuild. And I know it's aimed at Western North Carolina and all the construction that's there, but really the folks all over this state hire contractors and they get in really bad situations. So you kind of have a list of do's and don'ts when we're hiring a contractor.
And this is just good advice no matter where you live. First of all, be sure you get your contract in writing. In North Carolina, you have a legal right to have that contract in writing. Second, be sure and get multiple bids. And third, this is the most important one, never pay the full fee up front. And anyone who asks you to pay the full fee up front, that should be a big red flag. Just as if they ask you to make any payment with cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, huge red flag.
All right, and when you said, get a written contract, people are like, oh, but, he said he knew my neighbor. I thought it was just fine. You say what?
Fraudsters take advantage of people who are very nice and very polite. And very nice people think, I don't want to appear rude by making this request. So this is the Attorney General for North Carolina just telling you, you're not going to be rude. You're just exercising your legal rights like you have a First Amendment right. You have a right in North Carolina to a legal contract. All you're asking for is for that right to be respected.
I like that advice. Thank you so much for your time and your expertise. We so appreciate it.